Man, I really should have brought my power armor for this. Oh, hey there! How are you all doing? I bet you're wondering how I ended up here, huh? Getting blasted at by gunners on a stunning Boston afternoon? Well, it all started a few days ago. After establishing myself as a new player in the Wasteland and building up Warwick Homestead, I realized that I'd never truly be able to expand until I ridded this world of evildoers. And that's what we're here to do today. I'm continuing my arduous journey to make my dream a reality. Now, I still need resources. In fact, I can never get enough of them. But there's an engaging way to get large amounts of loot, caps, and XP without having to grind out scrapping settlements. The main narrative of Fallout 4 is still incredibly fun, and even after 8 years since release, it's enjoyable to go back and do it all over again. I decided that siding with the Brotherhood would be my best move for now, as doing so takes me to interesting areas with rare loot. Before I could frolic and T60 with the boys, I needed to venture into the Glowing Sea to track down a very special man. Brian Virgil is a character who has a great backstory, and his role in the campaign of Fallout 4 might be mechanically minor, but has major implications in the narrative. The main reason I'm here though isn't for chit-chat, but for schematics. Before I can get them though, Virgil informs me that I'll need to hunt down an Institute Corsa. He says it'll be dangerous, but he doesn't know I'm even dangerous-er. After strolling down to Green Tech Genetics, I make short work of the gunners inside. Upon reaching the apex of the building, we come face to face with Virgil's worst nightmare. There is actually a way to sidestep this entire fight by giving the Corsa a shutdown code obtained from Armor Murphy. I don't have that, so I'll have to run a fade like UFC 303 Alex Pereira. Once I rip the Corsa chip out of its head, I slink into the Railroad HQ to get it decrypted. On that ship is a way to get into the Institute, and once Virgil gives me the schematics, I skedaddle back to the Prydwen to enlist the help of Proctor Ingram to begin construction. Once the interceptor relay is powered up, I get zapped inside the Institute, and I'll never get sick of how eerie the introduction to the Institute is. A quiet yet modern hallway, desolate of any life, only to be greeted by a voice over the intercom. I make sure to pop Ingram's network scanner holotape into a terminal before descending into the bowels of the Institute. Once there, I can meet Father, and to be honest, all this guy does is yap and say, "I'm your long-lost son," whatever that means. So I slip past the old man and wander through the Bioscience Division's abandoned FEV sector, all to find Virgil's special serum. After making quick work of an Assaultron and grabbing his serum, I make my way over to Madison Lee, and make sure to employ my impeccable talking to woman abilities. This is all to convince her to come back to the Brotherhood to work on Liberty Prime. From here, it's more questing to begin building Prime, so I think I'll leave my time with the Brotherhood there for now. Up next on my list is the Minutemen. This ragtag group of plucky freedom fighters play a more pivotal role in my plans. After making my way back to Sanctuary, careful to avoid my old base and the feds, I meet up with Preston again and go on an age-old adventure to liberate and build up settlements. This part of the game has and always will be incredibly grindy.
Okay, I'll do it. That's quite a leap.
But I found that taking some time to build up the settlement with a couple defenses and creature comforts after taking it helped break up that monotonous flow. Eventually, Preston requested my help in taking back the old castle, and how can I say no to that face? Making my way back to familiar territory, Preston offers me 3 ways of taking the castle, but none of them matter if you have a big enough bang. Taking out the Mirelurk Queen and her eggs brings the castle back under Minutemen control, and we now have access to radio freedom. Waiting a few days, I then got prompted to come back to the castle per the request of Ronnie Shaw, an old Minuteman veteran. She wants to see if the old armory is intact, and this involves slinking through the old creepy catacombs beneath the castle. After blowing up a sentry bot and getting one of the best looking armor sets in the game, I finally get access to the armory. While the goodies within are lovely, I'm really here for the artillery schematics. Once acquiring them, I can build artillery pieces in any of my settlements. I chose Warwick Homestead, Somerville Place, and Mirkwater Construction Site as the initial locations for my artillery emplacements. This is because they have equal coverage of my target area. Now all that's left is some final preparations before I make the short walk to Quincy. Now, a smart plan of attack would be to start off by picking off gunners from a range, then advancing in and trying to get to the high ground. From there, I can lay down mines and pick away at them from guaranteed safety. However, I am not smart.
Relax and smiling. Oh no! He slapped him! Conor McGregor!
Once I quickly turned those gunners to pink mist and a bad memory, I made sure that I looted everything that wasn't nailed down. Once returning to Warwick Homestead and scrapping my new goodies, I set off for Gunners Plaza, which is how I got here. Now you may all be thinking, Lentwood, how are you going to get out of this? Well, I've got a great answer, my loyal viewers, with the power of friendship and an egregious amount of firepower.
Got visual.
And just like that, I now hold power over this entire section of the Commonwealth. Save for some pesky raiders and mutated creatures, no one can oppose my expansion. And let's just say, I've got a couple good ideas of what I want to build next.